Broadcasting live on the UnitedWest.org AM radio network and simulcasting on DirecTV, iHeartRadio, Roku, and the World Wide Web, this is Enemies of the State with Tom Trento.
It's another beautiful day here in South Florida, live on Facebook. Tom Trento, your host, director of the United West, J. Mark Campbell, running the equipment right now from our studios in Florida. And folks, let me tell you something. We're in the middle of the Democrat National Conventions and all of that. And there's been a lot of criticism about the lack of recognition of our military. We here at the United West, we've had an opportunity to spend a lot of time with some of America's most elite special operators. These men and women who go above and beyond the call of duty to serve their country, to defend us at home and abroad. And a special operator is a unique individual. They have a tremendous amount of courage, they have commitment, patriotism, dedication, and never quit attitude. Never quit. They figure out a way to get it done. I want to introduce you to another type of special operator. Our special operator, based in none other than that tremendous land of Israel, Jerusalem. Jane, our special operator in Israel. How are you, Janie?
And I'm sitting here with a fan in my face because it's a hot, beautiful summer day in Jerusalem. It's good to see you guys again.
Folks don't realize that Jerusalem is 3,000 feet up. It's up. You go up to Jerusalem, so it's always a little cooler there. But it does get hot, doesn't it?
It's hot, and it has changed a little bit for the last few days. But you know, I'm a Danish Viking, and every time there's a breeze in this city, I'm saying God is smiling, taking care of the Danish Viking because it's too hot for me.
It's too hot for you. Maybe you need a break. We'll talk about that in a minute. But give us a brief update on your analysis of what's going on in Israel, from obviously the terrorism issue and the terrorism and tourism.
Well, we have had the most horrendous terrorist attacks here within the last 3 weeks. First, we had a young girl who was brutally murdered in her own bed. 13-year-old Halal Ariel woke up with only a 17-year-old Arab boy who had forced his way into the house and killing her in her own bed. And that just shook the core right in the middle of this country. And then a few days, actually the day later, a Jewish couple was out driving in their car near Hebron, and Hamas terrorists opened fire in their car, killing the father, wounding the mother who is still in the hospital, wounding a couple of children. So we have had horrific terrorist attack. And I was actually together having lunch with a couple of ladies yesterday, and some famous ladies down here who blog and write. And one of the ladies actually told me that the 13-year-old girl who was stabbed in her bed, there was not, Tom, get this, there was not an inch on her body that this guy didn't stab or mutilate her body. So when she actually arrived in the hospital, the doctors were so shocked they didn't even know what to. It's just incomprehensible, the hate that the Jewish people are meeting from the terrorists here in Israel. So today, actually, the IDF bombed and got the Hamas terrorist cell who attacked the rabbi who was murdered in Hebron. So that was a tremendous victory for the Jewish people, or at least a little bit of comfort that they got the mastermind behind this horrible attack.
I got a question real quick, Tom. Have they determined what the person's motivations were that do these attacks, or what his ideology is, or if if they're just mentally unstable? What have you determined in your investigative analysis?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Every single time we have an attack like this, the guy comes out saying, this is in defense for the Al-Aqsa. This is because we're defending the Al-Aqsa. This is because the Jewish people are trying to storm the Temple Mount. And from the day they are being born, they are being brought up that the Jews stole our land. We need to liberate Palestine. So this whole lies and deception about a Palestinian state that was taken from the Palestinians, that's what they're teaching their kids. So, and then of course we have the whole glorifying of martyrs. So if you go commit a terrorist attack, the IDF go in and they bulldoze the house of the family. But who cares? Because they're being set up with millions of dollars from Mahmoud Abbas, who's the leader of the so-called Palestinians. They're being taken care of for the rest of their life. And then, of course, whoever commits this horrendous act becomes a martyr. So it's a win-win situation for them to go and kill the Jews.
So what you're saying is you're unclear, right? You're unclear.
Yeah, you're unclear. The irony, folks, and we have Jerusalem Jane coming live, right now live on Facebook, July 27th. What time is it, Mark? You got a time? I got a time.
20
It's almost 6 o'clock here.
20 till something.
It's 20 minutes to 11 o'clock on the East Coast in Florida. What time is it in Jerusalem?
It's 20 minutes to 6.
To 6.
Almost dinner time.
Dinner time. 7-hour difference. And that brief report on some of these horrendous Islamic Jihad attacks to defend Al-Aqsa, that's the mosque on the Temple Mount. And if you come with us, ladies and gentlemen, May 20 through 30, 2017, not only will we take you on the Temple Mount and let you go right up to Al-Aqsa, but you'll also go up to the Dome of the Rock, the golden edifice that is not a mosque that's there. And most importantly, on our trips, you will have dinner with Jerusalem Jane. Right, Janie?
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. So join Tom. He's the best guy you can see Israel with. He makes the best trips.
Well, the irony is, in light of these attacks, and sadly they're expanding now to throughout Europe and the United States, we are starting to feel what you in Israel experience on a regular basis. But the Israelis are unique people. We all know that. And yes. Life goes on, a vibrant, an exhilarating life, whether it's in the Orthodox communities in Jerusalem or in the secular communities in Tel Aviv, or down in the beach communities in Eilat, or up in the kibbutzes on the Golan, on the border of Lebanon, where the binoculars are out all the time. Israel is alive.
It's more safe to come here to Israel for a tourist than it is to go to Detroit or Chicago or some of the big cities. And Janie, as horrible as this sounds, they don't kill tourists here in Israel. They only kill the Jews.
It's bizarre. But I got a question for you, Janie. You've been there a long time. How many years? 5 or 6 years?
Almost 5.
Almost 5 years. And I don't know if the folks realize it. You are not funded by any organization. A lot of people who go to foreign countries have some pay or something, some monthly stipend. You live on whatever donations and scraps you can get. You do extremely dangerous work. You go to the Temple Mount. You are on the wanted list of. Here's your page right now. Israel One Nation. Everybody, go to Israel One Nation. Like it, share it. Follow Janie every day. It's unfiltered reporting from the front lines throughout Israel, primarily Jerusalem, but she gets out all over the place. You need a break. We know that. You've gone nonstop. Even God rested on the seventh day. Now, we want to help you take a break. Tell us about some of your plans and what you need, and let's see if we can get the good folks to help you out.
I just want to say for the record, I am beyond happy and grateful for my life here in Israel. It is a privilege and it's an honor for me to be able to do what I'm doing here in Israel. I gave up everything in Denmark to come here and to stand in the gap for the Jewish nation with a world that is turning more and more against Israel. I have never been more content. I have never been more happy or satisfied with my life than I am right now. I'm here on a journalist visa. I got a press pass. I'm sitting here in my own house for the first time in I don't know many years. But yes, I'm not on vacation. It's hard work every single day. I have to pay rent. I have to raise a lot of money. Israel is extremely important. I have been going nonstop now for almost 6 years. And as much as my soul is alive, my heart is beating, and there are so many stories that I want to tell, I'm tired. I haven't had a break or a vacation for more than 6 years. So I have a body that's beginning to giving alarm signals. You need to rest, you need to rest. And I have had people saying that for more than a year. Jane, you need to get out of this pressure cooker and you need to rest. Everybody's resting. So I'm actually at a time now where I'm just really asking people who love me, and so you showed Israel One Nation. There's almost 33,000 likes, followers on that page, and I'm getting emails, Tom, and comments from people saying, we love you, your boots on the ground. We wouldn't know what was going on in Israel if it wasn't for you. So yes, I'm trying to speak from my heart to people saying, if you love me, if you value what I'm doing, if you want me to continue being Jerusalem Jane in Israel, I need a break. So if anybody has $20, $50, $10, 100 shekels, whatever currency you have, please go on www.jerusalemjane.com and donate. I have a PayPal account, upper right corner, it goes straight to me. I have a friend who has invited me to come somewhere in Europe to just stay and rest. What I need right now is actually not even a vacation. I'm so tired. I need to rest. I need a sabbatical time. I need to just go and rest and sleep for a couple of weeks. And I'm also in a time now, Tom, where things are heating up for me. I'm getting more and more famous down here. So I'm praying. I'm going to take a time to pray and say, God, what's the next step for Jerusalem Jane? How do I expand this? How do I get even better? So I'm trying to raise funds to go rest, and then hopefully enough money will come for me to visit family that I haven't seen for more than 2 years.
All right, that's Jane explaining. Let me flesh this out a little bit. Jane is a Christian. She loves God. She is there 5 years now. Never been accused by anyone of evangelizing, proselytizing. That's not her mission. She's an advocate for Jewish people and for Israel from the Christian community. Lord knows we need more people like that, and she operates primarily alone. We have a small little network of friends there, but primarily alone, and she's invaluable to us. And she now has a national press pass. She can go anywhere in the country and be part of the press. That's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So our plans are to utilize Jane's tremendous capability of reporting, tremendous relationship with Jewish people throughout the country, and her press exploitation now to go in these areas and report back on our live show. Next week we're going to start a live show every day, and we want to have live reports coming back from Israel. It's a little portion of that. So let's put a number, the number that popped in my head, Janie, for you to take, a couple of weeks off and get your bills paid and just do what normal people do, because you haven't done that for all these years, is $7,000. $7,000 to raise $7,000 from the Christian and Jewish community. When all these stupid checks are being written for millions of dollars to nonsensical politicians, which is pissing your money away, that's not going anywhere. Yeah. Just take a little piece, folks, and write a check. It's tax deductible also. Write a check to Jane. Let's raise $7,000 for her so that she can take a well-deserved break and come back even more invigorated to do the Lord's work for Jewish people in the state of Israel. How about that? Could we do that?
Thank you, Tom.
Right.
There are so many stories to tell in this country. There are so many people who has a story here, good story, bad story, survivor, Holocaust survivor, we still need to hear their stories, because the Jewish people are still being killed today. I want to go talk to some of the people who survived the terror attacks. I want to go talk to the mother who lost a child. There's so many things the world needs to hear from this nation. So I just need to rest, and then I'm going to come back even stronger.
We will pray, and you believe that somebody out there, and if somebody wants to write a $7,000 check, which is a lot of money, but for a lot of people is no money whatsoever, contact me, Tom, at the United West. We'll tell you exactly how to do that. You can do it through PayPal. But if you want a little more information about what Jane is going to be doing, we're not publicizing all of that. But contact me, Tom, at the United West, and we'll tell you exactly what's going on. We appreciate ahead of time all the generosity for this absolutely wonderful woman. Janie, have a good day. Take a break tonight. And look, any breaking news, contact us. We'll go on live immediately, 24 hours a day. We love you dearly. Mark, what are your closing thoughts with our tremendous partner, Janie?
Yeah, she's dead. She can't report for us. She needs a break.
She needs a break, right. So, all right, on that happy note, let's get some money for Janie. We will be back around 12 o'clock today. We have special guests reporting live from the DNC in Philadelphia. See ya. Signing off, Tom Trento right now. 12 o'clock, we'll be back.